So what is up, everyone? Welcome back. Today is a Freestyle Friday today. So first of all, if you notice, I got a haircut, trimmed my beard, got all cleaned up for you guys. But I want to talk about you guys to begin this video. And one of the things I want to mention is I've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys, and you know what? I appreciate it so much. I thank you guys. Without your guys' feedback, I wouldn't be able to learn and grow as well to provide you guys with better stuff. So first of all, I want to thank you guys. There's been a couple of you that have DM'd me on Instagram. You've commented on the YouTube videos. You know, some of you I've gotten back to you, but the thing is I want to say is thank you, first of all, because without you guys, first of all, I wouldn't be making these videos and entertaining or educating or motivating you guys. Second of all, I do them for me personally as a way to keep track, to record, to show my personal growth. But also, lastly, is I want to make an impact in the world. I want to help people, and that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. So I want to thank you guys for what you've done. I really appreciate it. And it's hard for me, like I want to share this with you guys. It's hard for me sometimes to take constructive criticism because I am somebody who is very strong and passionate and can be a little controlling at times, and I kind of want to always be right, and I know that that's not the correct approach to take to things. So there's been a couple of you that messaged me, and my first response was like, grr, like I was kind of like a little upset, but then I realized, I took a step back from what I've been learning personally and been growing with, and I looked at it, I was like, look, if these people didn't care enough to message you about it, then it's like they wouldn't have done that if they didn't care. And so I take a step back and I look at it and go, look, these people care enough to reach out to you to say, hey, these are some of the things we've been noticing, or you're not really doing good in this area, or something like that. And once I kind of broke it down, I realized, you know what, they're trying to help rather than be mean or troll or whatever you want to call it. Then I was able to actually absorb what they were saying and actually take into account that that it was good information and that I'm not always right, obviously. So I know some of you probably have watched some of my older videos. You're coming up to the newer videos now, or wherever you started. I'm sure you can see some kind of growth. I know I have personally, but I wanted to take the time out and say that I appreciate all of you guys. Even the ones that don't comment or message me, I appreciate you too for watching. And hopefully you're learning as well as I'm learning. So I wanted to first of all put that out there and let you guys know that you are greatly appreciated by me. Second of all, I want to tell you guys about the book that I'm going to start writing. I've been doing my research, I've been gathering my information, and been working on it. So finally I'm going to start putting pen to paper, is what they call it. And it's about instant gratification. And the reason why I want to do a book on instant gratification is because it is something I have struggled with personally. And I know a lot of people out there struggle with it. Some people don't even know that they're struggling with it. And I want to be able to help these people understand that it is an addiction. And whether you want to admit it or not, it can or does affect you as of right now. And what instant gratification is basically that feeling of happiness or joy, when you're gratified, but it's instant, it's instantaneous. So like when you go on Amazon and you see a nice pair of shoes and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna buy those. That's instant gratification, because you're instantly satisfying that want to buy a pair of shoes. Because why? Because you think it's going to be cool. You think it's going to make you look cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, I got new shoes. I'm going to feel better. And then you get them, and the newness wears off after a week or two. And then you look at it and you go, why did I spend money on these shoes? I could have put that money elsewhere. I could have done something better with it, with my time, or whatever it is that you did that gave you that instant gratification is now remorse and regret. So And this can go with all kinds of different, it doesn't have to be spending money. It has to be, going and getting alcohol and getting stupid drunk and then realizing that wasn't what I wanted to do, but it sounded great at the time, and I instantly gratified that want or that need or that desire. So what I want to do basically is I want to help people understand what instant gratification is and how they can improve on doing delayed gratification, because it's actually a much more rewarding way to be gratified. And I know personally I've struggled with mobile games. I've talked about this multiple times in some of my videos, where I'll be playing a mobile game and it says you can wait 3 hours to get more energy, or you can buy gems and have energy now and keep playing. And I'm like, I don't want to wait 3 hours. I want to do it now. Instant gratification, spend that money, buy the gems, do it, and then within 10 minutes, I'm out of energy again on the game. Well, that's buyer's remorse now, because I could have just waited and still had $10 3 hours later. So the point that how it hits home with me is I have spent a lot of money because of instant gratification, and I have learned to kind of control it in a way. And the weird thing is I didn't really have that problem when I was younger. My mom actually taught me very well how to manage money and how to do a simple rule. And this is the one bit of free information I'm going to share. It's going to be in the book, but I want to share it with you guys now. It's called the 3-week rule. And what you do is, say you want to buy a new pair of shoes, or you want to buy a new Xbox, or you want to go on a trip, or you want to do something. And it's going to cost you either money, time, or something to not do it now. What I do is, if for mainly purchases or trips or something, I say I'm going to wait 3 weeks. And in those 21 days, you're usually going to forget about it, or you're going to realize, you know what, I really don't need that, or I didn't want that as much as I wanted to. I would say about 90% of the time you're going to realize that. Because the reason why I tell you 3 weeks is because the way we're marketed to as individuals is all about get it now, be happy now. It's all about now, 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 because we are the microwave generation. Everything's just instant. You go on Amazon, and yes, I use Amazon a lot, but a lot of it's for personal things. Like I order books, or I order the camera, or whatever things that I need for business. Amazon's great for that. But like anything, there's two sides to it. It's a double-edged sword. It can be very good, or it can be very bad. And the bad side of that is you can go on there and you can buy a bunch of stuff that you don't even need, and it be here in 2 days. I remember being younger, and you order something, it said 8 to 10 days on the delivery, and it shows up in like 5. You were ecstatic. Now, if you order something that's not there in 5 minutes, you're pissed off. So it's all because of this mentality that we've been marketed to. You can have it now. You want it now? Get it now, because it can be yours. So the book of instant gratification, how to fix it, is what I'm going to write. These are some of the things that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to go through and give you those tips and tricks to show you how to overcome this addiction. Because honestly, I feel personally that it's an addiction. It's very easy to fall into it because it will give you a gratificational high, in a sense, if that's what you want to call it. And so I'm definitely working on this for you guys because I think it'll help a lot of people. And not only will it save you money, it may save you time, it may save you a lot of other different things. So the main point is instant gratification is a very real thing. Now, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Just like, drinking soda. Every once in a while you can have a soda. If you get addicted to it, bad. Alcohol. You go out for a social drink, that's fine. Start drinking at home, staying in, not doing anything, bad. An addiction. Everything can have an addictive personality to it. Even people have addictive personalities. I know myself, my family history has an addictive personality. At one point in time, I was addicted to alcohol. I had to break that addiction. And so I think knowing what an addiction is and how to break it, I can really help people with this. So I really want to get this out there. I really want to get it going. But I also want to hear your guys' feedback on what you think about instant gratification. Do you think it's entirely bad? Do you think it's, do you think it's something that it's okay, but you got to keep it under check? Or what is it? What do you think? So that's what I got for today. Again, I appreciate all of you stopping by. I appreciate all of you watching the videos. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Like the video, share it to a friend. You know the whole spiel. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great Friday, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, and God bless.